Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's unboxing is the latest Space NK Goody Bag, the Makeup Superstars gift. So for this one I had to spend £75 on makeup or €85 or $100 or whatever the equivalent currency was in your area. And I believe they said the gift is worth over £120. So not a super value, but you didn't have to spend that much to get it. So in today's video, I'm going to unbox the whole goodie bag. We're going to talk about everything inside. We're going to try out a lot of the kind of lip products and stuff in particular that are in this gift set. I want to try them out with you. I'm also going to show you what I bought to get the gift in case you are wanting to know what I got. So yeah, let's dive right in and do it. So first of all, the first thing I got is actually the lipstick I'm wearing right now. It is from the newest Charlotte Tilbury collection. It's one of their kissing lipsticks, fallen from the lipstick tree, and I got it in the shade Red Carpet Pink. So this is the one that's in the kind of pink packaging, and I'm going to insert a video in just a second of me actually applying it so you can see how it applies and everything. I think it applies well, it feels comfortable, it's not kind of super matte like some of the other lipsticks they do. The kissing range is a little bit more moisturising, I find, but in terms of the colour, it's a little bit interesting to me. So in real life this shows up a lot kind of lighter pink than it does on camera. It actually looks different on camera, so do bear that in mind if you're going to get it. Certainly looking at pictures online for this collection and then buying them myself, they weren't quite coming up to the colours I could see on the website. So do some research, ideally try it in store before you buy it because they are a bit different from what I expected, but I do like it. I haven't kind of got another pink like this. Like I said, it is a little bit lighter than I was expecting, but I think I like it. So this, I believe, cost me, I think, £27. I also stocked up on my Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. I've used these for years and years since they came out. These look like this. And to be honest, I don't really need to repurchase these that often because they last about a year for me. I literally use a drop with my foundation and it just makes me look like I've got a little bit more colour, a little bit more alive. They are £35 for 30ml or 1 fluid ounce. I've actually got a mini on the go at the moment so I can kind of show you what it looks like. And I'm realising I actually haven't mixed this in with my foundation today, and I think that's why I'm looking a bit paler. So that was a bit of an oversight on my part, but this is what it looks like if you just literally take a drop. It is pretty pigmented and looks kind of strange on camera, but actually, and in real life, when you mix it with something, it just comes up with like a really kind of natural, I've just been sitting in the sun, little glow, rather than anything that looks artificial. It really, really works. I really like it. And obviously you could add more if you wanted a bit more. You could probably kind of use it as a bronzer, but I don't use it for that. I just, like I said, use it for a hint of colour. It's got cocoa extract and peptides, and I believe this does an amount of good things as well as looking nice. I use it because it looks nice. It does say it's omega rich with virgin marula and blackcurrant seed oils along with vitamin F, which is fatty acids, and they replenish the delicate balance that supports a healthy barrier function. And it's also got a concentrated mix of protective antioxidants which boost the skin's defences against pollution and environmental stresses, and it's all delivered with a bit of a bronzy finish. I don't know that it does all that for me just because I'm using so little of it, but I guess if you use more, you might sort of see those effects. I just like I said, the results. I found nothing else that works as well as that product in kind of doing what it does, in just adding that sort of hint of colour that obviously washes away when you cleanse your face later that night, but is so easy to kind of work with and makes you look a bit healthier. The final product I bought in order to get the gift was from Rare Beauty, and this is the Under Eye Brightener. The Positive Light Under Eye Brightener. I actually bought this product when it first came out, but I bought it in light to medium and it was just not light enough for me. So I've kept meaning to go back and get the light when it's in stock, so it goes out of stock a lot. So this is the lightest kind of colour they do. It's like flat on one side, so it doesn't roll around if you put it down. And this is the applicator. It's like a metal wand, so you can just kind of dot it wherever you want it to go, and then just use it to sort of brighten the under eyes. It's not quite a concealer, but it's not really meant to be a concealer. It's meant to just brighten the under eyes, and it does a good job of that. It also doesn't like settle into lines like some of them do. It lasts all day and it makes me look a little bit more awake. So yeah, like I said, I've meant to buy it for ages. Definitely prefer it in the light shade because light to medium just wasn't quite light enough for me. But like I said, I was waiting for it to come back in stock. It did, hooray! And there we go. I also got a couple of samples with my order, and everything I'm talking about, by the way, will be linked in the description box if you do want to go ahead and check it out in any more detail. Some of the links you'll find down there are affiliated, which means it doesn't cost you any extra to shop, but I might get a small commission for referring you essentially if you do decide to purchase via one of the links. And that really helps to support the channel. I really appreciate it. And you'll also find some discount codes for lots of online stores down there as well. So sample wise, I love this about Space NK that you can select your own samples and there is like no minimum spend. So it's obviously what's in stock when you order, but I managed to get Bigger Love, and this is from Hair by Sam McKnight, and it's a volumizing mask, 15ml or half of a fluid ounce. That will probably do like 2 goes on my very fine hair. It says for luxuriously soft, volume and stronger, healthier hair, enhanced with dual acting, voluminous, to visibly thicken the hair inside and out. Well, I need that. I think I'm going to take this on a holiday I'm going on soon because it's like perfect. I can just use it and then leave it there instead of having to cart stuff back and forth. And then I also went for Brazilian Boom Boom Cream by Sol de Janeiro. Who doesn't love this? And this is a 7.5ml or 0.25 fluid ounce size. So this would be a great size if you've never tried it before. A little goes a long way with that product. So anyway, we are onto the goodie bag part, and it comes in just one of these sort of small, simple black boxes, which is what we kind of come to expect. So this is one of the smaller goodie bags. They do massive goodie bags sometimes, much bigger than this, but you tend to have to spend a lot more money, usually about £175, but it might be worth like £300–400 the goodie bag. If you check out my goodie bag playlist, I go into a lot more detail about previous ones, unboxing them and stuff, so if you want to get a feel for what may come in the future, then check that out. People constantly send me messages and ask like, when is the next goodie bag coming? I've got no idea. I don't work with Space NK, sadly. I just purchase it as a customer, so I probably know about as much as you do. Other than I've been doing it for years and therefore have some idea of what they may or may not come up with. But I'm totally guessing because I've got no idea. So anyway, the goodie bag is here. We've got a little leaflet that tells you about all of the products inside. It says, if you think your makeup bag needs a glow up, upgrade or overhaul, your beauty prayers have been answered. Meet the ultimate makeup superstars in this carefully curated edit of bestsellers and must-haves. We will see. Okay, so into the tissue paper. Let's see what we have in here. So the first thing I see is from Laura Mercier. We've seen this before, and it's her blush. To be exact, it's the blush colour Infusion. It's in the shade Ginger. It's a 2g or 0.07 ounce size. Here is one I prepared earlier. I've had this before in a gift, so instead of opening a new one, I'm going to show you the one I already have. So it's like a kind of nudie, almost coral type shade, and it is a powder blush, so this is the kind of effect you can expect from that. Something a little bit different from the kind of colours I usually select, but I have kind of used it from time to time, and it, you know, it wears well for a powder blush. So it says, sweep a beautifully fresh and natural hint of colour on your cheeks with this sheer, buildable and silky smooth cheek perfector. So a 6g size would be £30. We get 2g here in the box, so it's kind of like a sample size because they don't sell it in this size, but price per gram, that would mean that that blush is worth around about £10, just to give you an idea, which I know sounds a lot for 2g of blush, but when the full size is 30g, that's kind of how it works. So there you go. Next, we have got a face oil, which I wouldn't really say this is a makeup product, and we've definitely seen this product before. It's from Shanta Kai, who make absolutely beautiful skincare products, but they are just so expensive. So this is like a nice kind of lightweight oil. It smells quite a lot of rose, so if you're not a rose fan, then this might not be one for you. It says, a rich bouquet of roses boosts this powerful formula, which delivers immediate nourishment and a dewy glow in just a few drops. I would agree, I think it does. This is a 4ml or 0.14 fluid ounce size, and it does say sample on it. And a 30ml of this would be £170, which is a lot of money. So let's work that one out. So we get 4ml of product, and a full size is 30ml, so £170. Divided by 30, price per mil is £5.66, times that by the 4ml we get here, £22.66. Wowza, that is an expensive oil. Then again, you don't use much oil, or I don't when I'm using a product like that, but still, I mean, that's a lot, yeah? Anyway, next up we have got a product from Ilia. This is their fullest volumizing mascara in a 4ml or 0.13 fluid ounce size. This is what it looks like. We have discussed this before. We are not in the business of opening mascaras up unless we're going to use them immediately because they do dry up. And I'm sure we've spoken about this before, but I will pop a picture on the screen so you can see what the wand looks like. So a full size of this particular mascara would be 8 gram for £28. It says turn up the volume and define every single lash from root to tip with a smudge-free formula powered by nourishing ingredients. And Ilia are all about that kind of healthy cosmetics, so really mindful and careful of what they put in there, so it's not kind of sensitizing to the eyes or anything like that, so do a good job of that. And the wand is quite interesting on this. It's kind of chubby at the bottom and then it kind of goes thinner as you go up. It's an interesting little wand. So size wise here we're getting 4mm and it says 8 gram is a full size, so it's kind of half of a full size, worth about £14, but be mindful again, it is only really a sample. Then from Hourglass we have got their powder, and this is a lovely, lovely face powder if you've not used it. It is the translucent setting powder. They call it the translucent setting powder veil. So I have this in a full size. I would definitely recommend it. It is a loose powder. Hourglass do phenomenal powders and products and everything, but they are kind of pricey. It even has like a H, you're not even going to see it, but it even has like a H there is the shape of the holes that it comes out of. Very clever. So we are only getting 0.9 of a gram, so we're not even getting 1 gram, which is 0.03 ounce, but it is a very, very good product. I mean, I find, to be honest, that face powders last such a long time. Again, not a product I need to kind of repurchase too often because they last so long, but I've had this in a sample before and liked it enough to buy the full size. If that tells you my thoughts on it, it is one of the best powders. So a full size would be 11 gram for £46, and it says a secret to setting the scene for a flawless complexion. This finely milled powder with soft focused light reflecting particles. So there you go, all kinds of magic going on. So £46 divided by the 11 gram, £4.18, and then divide that by 10, and then times that by 9 for the 0.9 gram. I'm getting £3.76. That's probably about right, actually. Yeah. So £3.76 for that. So really low value, but it is a nice opportunity to get your hands on an Hourglass product if you haven't before you shell out £46 to find out that maybe you don't like it. Then we have got a primer from Vive. Again, a product I have seen before in sample form a few times. This is Skin Nova Instant Radiance Primer, 5ml or 0.16 ounce. And here is one I have from a previous box because we get them a lot, and I'll show you what it's like. Put too much on. So it's got this kind of golden caramel colour to it, but I've put too much on. That's like enough for probably 2 faces, or maybe just 1 face, but with a lot of primer on. But this is what it looks like. It just kind of gives a little bit of a glow to the skin, a little bit of a blur, and it does hold on to your makeup all day. It says, enriched with niacinamide, this makeup meets skincare base, hydrates, primes and illuminates skin for a radiant, healthy glow. And 100ml of this product would be £63. We get 5 gram, which is not that generous of a sample, let's be honest. So 63 divided by 100 times by 5 is worth £3.15. So again, not a super big value, but that's not necessarily what this is all about. If we're just looking at it on value, maybe not that exciting, but actually, if you look at it as an opportunity to try loads of products you otherwise might not get to, it's a bit more exciting. It's all about how you want to look at it. Then we have got another mascara. This one is from NARS, and this one is the Climax Dramatic Volumizing Mascara, 2.5 gram or 0.08 ounce. Now, I'm not sure if this is a new mascara from NARS because certainly the packaging is different. I have not had this packaging for like a sample mascara from NARS before, personally, and it's even in this really cool packaging with these like ridgy bits on, which you would normally expect to see in a full size and not like a sample. It says 96% achieved full and maximum volume, 96% saw clump-free buildable volume, and 100% saw instant curl base to tip. Well, that sounds good. This is, however, based on an independent study of 32 women. So, you know, not the biggest sample size of people ever, but still, I'm excited to see if this is, like I said, a new mascara. I think it probably is. Certainly new to me. It just says Climax Mascara though. We've used Climax Mascara before, so I don't know. It says limitless lashes are at the flick of this dreamy wand, which grants an irresistible dose of volume, colour, length and intensity. So 6 gram would be a full size at £26.50. We've got 2.5 gram. I make that £11.04. Then we've got a setting spray by Charlotte Tilbury. This is in my most recent favourites because I love it. It's such a good setting spray. It does not irritate my skin. It sets my makeup. This is a super cute little 15ml size. So it is in a spray bottle, but I've got my big one to show you so I can demo it for you as much as anyone can ever demo a setting spray. Let's see if I can actually get my face, because that doesn't always happen. Obviously I always have my eyes closed and I'm spraying something on me, but I clearly have no idea where I'm spraying it. Ooh, and it smells so nice. So 100ml would be £28, and this is the 100ml bottle here, I think. Yes, 100ml. And then the mini one we get 15 gram. So let's see what this is worth. So the mini is worth about £4.20, so not a super value again, but for travel, for the handbag, very useful. It says a bestseller that needs no introduction. This iconic setting spray gives that fresh, just applied finish for up to 16 hours. It does a great job. My favourite setting spray, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Then we have got a primer from Milk Makeup. Again, another really well-known product that's shown up a bazillion times in goodie bags. This one is the Hydro Grip Primer, and this is what it looks like, and it comes in a little pump bottle. A double dose to hydrate skin and grip makeup, and it does seem to do that. It definitely seems to grip hold of your makeup. It does have a little bit of alcohol in though. I try to kind of avoid that these days in makeup or skincare, etc. This is 94% vegan, and it's an award-winning ultra hydrating primer that helps keep your makeup in place for up to 12 hours. A full size would be £35 for 35ml, so that's £1 a ml, so this should be worth £4 price per ml. I'm leaving all our lip colours to the end, by the way, because we're going to try them all on. In case you're wondering, where are the lip colours? They're coming, they're coming. And then we've got a primer from RMS Beauty. Again, this has shown up in like recent goodie bags and stuff. This is the Revolve Radiance Locking Primer Deluxe Sample Tube. It looks like this, and it's a 5ml size. So this is a great box if you want to try a couple of different primers. We've got 3 primers. So this is formulated with hyaluronic acid, vegetable squalane and eggplant fruit extract. This weightless gel smooths, firms and tones, and it is £40 for 30ml, and we get 5ml for our sample size, so it's worth about £6.66. This is particularly good for you if you've got that kind of drier or sensitive skin. I would say more so than this one, which, like I said, I feel is maybe a teensy bit more drying, but that's just my personal experience. None of it's bad, it's all good, but I just, yeah, preference wise, I actually think the RMS and the Skin Nova are my kind of preferences. So now we've got 4 like lip products to try, some of which are actually full size. So the first one we're going to look at is by Surat. This is Labaton Rouge, and it's in the shade Bunny. Come out of the box. Okay. Use some real sleek packaging. I've been using the lash tint mascara type thing. I think it's called lash tint, something like that. From Surat, which we got in the big Liberty set thing I bought, and it's actually been very good, and I really do appreciate how cool that packaging is. I really like it. I mean, look at this. It's kind of fancy. I feel like this has got 2 ends on it. Ooh. It has. So this end here, I think, is like a pencil, but it's not got like a pencil end. It's kind of blunt. Yes, this is kind of like a red. The other side, what do we have here? Ooh, look, it's like a little, I don't know, kind of applicator thing. Ooh, and that's what it looks like there. Let's pop some of this on. I love the idea of like a lip liner and lipstick in one. It's so much easier than trying to find both parts and put it together. You could definitely like colour your whole lips with this if you wanted to, and I probably would if I was going to be wearing it longer than it's going to take me to apply the next lip product. Let's carry on with this. Yes, this is kind of like a sheer wash of colour rather than the kind of thick colour that you get with the lip liner. I'm going to go in and get a bit more of this because I don't feel like much of it's coming out. Okay, that was not easy at all. That just kind of felt like there wasn't very much product in the like lipstick end. Like I said, the lip liner, I could have just done the whole lip with that, maybe I should have done. But the other one, I almost feel like it was designed so that you would have like a darker line around the outside and then like a kind of sheer red on the inside. Maybe I've applied it wrong, but it seemed kind of hard work for what I expect is probably quite an expensive product. Yes, so the Labaton Rouge in Bonnet is £36 for 1 gram, which I think is the size we have got here. I think this is a full size, but I'm really confused because it says that the pencil is ½ a gram and the powder is 0.25 of a gram, so that's only going to be 0.75 of a gram, so it doesn't sound like it's quite a full size, but surely they're not going to give us like 3/4 of a size. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Anyway, a full size is £36 and it says, featuring a creamy lipstick on one end and a matte powder on the other, this velvety colour is a double act your lips will love. So I guess I'll have to play around with it more and see if it applies any better, but first impressions, love the pencil, not a fan of that powder. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So I'm going to go and take this off, then come right back and we'll try out the other lipsticks, because I'm now realising it would have made more sense to have used this lipstick last, because this is probably going to be kind of hard to remove. But anyway, here is, for the very last time, this video, the Surat lip pencil thingy. Okay, I got it off, I made it back. I used like an oil base makeup remover, so it wasn't as difficult as it could have been to remove. Next, a full size from SWED. I quite like SWED as a brand. I've used some of their mascaras and like the lash serum. It's pretty good. So this is La Lipstick and it's in the shade Nude Pink. It's a full size, like I said, and it's in this kind of chunky packaging like this. And it's a crayon. Oh, it twists as well, in case you wondered. It's quite creamy and sheer. Obviously I'm going to apply it to my lips as well, hoping this is going to be kind of easier than the red lipstick was. So that seemed a lot easier to apply, a lot more kind of natural, everyday lip colour. This is quite comfortable as well. Let me know what you think of this colour. So it says it's buttery, it's balmy, it's easy. This nourishing lipstick delivers beautiful shine, buildable colour for a plumped effect. I don't know about plumped effect, but all the other things I would agree with. It's £24 and like I said, it is a full size. So really nice that there's a couple of, I think, full-size lipsticks in there. Anyway, we're not done yet, But this one does feel really kind of moisturising and comfortable and more of a kind of winter, spring, autumn lip colour. You know, when your lips are maybe a bit drier. Then we've got a Lip Souffle Matte Lip Cream from Rare Beauty. It is minute. It's not called minute, it just is minute. This one is 0.96ml or 0.031 fluid ounce. So they couldn't even give us like an actual milliliter of product. Oh my gosh, this is like miniature. If the borrowers had makeup kind of thing. It's almost how have you even managed to actually get the applicator in packaging. I mean, I almost don't want to use this on the back of my hands because there might not be enough left to actually apply to my lips. But anyway, here it is. Have I said what shade it is? The shade should be minute, but it's not. That'd be a good shade name, wouldn't it, for this? Does it even tell me what shade it is? Oh yeah, Courage. Did I say that already? I don't know. Anyway, let's see. I've used these lip souffle things before. I've definitely owned one or two somewhere. Just not in this shade, I don't think. I almost feel like this is a bit like a brownie red. It's not a colour I would pick for myself, I can tell you that much. Yeah, that's kind of too brownie for me. Look how tiny it is. It's so small. Like if I compare it particularly to that SWED product, I mean, look at the size difference. It's tiny. Anyway, it's not all about the size. Let me see. So a 3.9mm is the full size, and that is £21. Like I said, we've got less than a mil, so I don't know what's going on with that. Let me see. What are you worth? So according to my calculations, it's worth about £4.84, which just seems insane for such a small product. It says perfectly pigmented and hydrating. It was kind of pigmented, but I also didn't feel like there was much there. But that's probably because the applicator is so small. Hydrating, I think it is. I have worn this before. Like I said, I already have the other one. It says this airy formula has a soft blurring effect that leaves the lips feeling comfortable all day long. Yeah, it does kind of have a bit of that blurring effect. I would agree with that. I just don't think this is a good colour on me at all. But anyway, it doesn't matter because there's not enough product in there for me ever to be able to wear it again anyway, so we don't need to worry about that, let's be honest. Okay, so the final product in here is by COSA, and this is the Wet Lip Oil Plumping Gloss in Jellyfish. I already have this. I don't know where it is, but I definitely have this somewhere, I think. Ooh, now I'm looking at it, it's a different colour, so maybe I don't already have this. It's like a kind of clear colour, like a white colour. It doesn't look like that on camera, but in person, this is kind of the colour. It is clear. Yeah, not what I expected. I think I have a pinky version of this. I don't know. We're going to have to try it out, aren't we? Okay. So let's get this stuff off, and then let's jump back on and end with this lip oil. Okay, so my lips are almost feeling a bit battered and bruised after all this. Put the colour on, take the colour off. You know, I know, it's a hard life. Anyway, ooh, made a noise. Let's try this on. Ooh. It does feel kind of lip oily, as the name would suggest. Ooh. It's kind of a good one to end on in a way. I think I should have ended on the red because the red's the most pigmented and therefore the most difficult to get off. But actually this is probably the most comfortable because it's a lip oil and my lips probably need a bit of nourishment after I've messed about with these different colours. But anyway, it does say it is called Jellyfish. The packaging is pretty funky. Reminds me of sticks of chewing gum. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. You open the packaging and like at the top you've got like little sticks of gum. That's what it reminds me of. Probably not what they intended when they made it, but there we go. So this is the Wet Lip Oil Gloss in Jellyfish. It says iconic for a reason. This hydrating hero plumps, and it does feel like it's plumping a little bit, and protects the lips and looks fab on its own or layered over your favourite colour. It probably does. So a full size would be 4.6ml for £20. We have 2ml or 0.06 fluid ounce. So this is worth about £8.69 price per mil. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That was a good one to end on just because of what I currently need. So that's the box. I'll insert a little video picture thing here so you can see everything together, but let me know in the comments what you think of this particular collection. I actually prefer this to the other kind of small makeup sort of sets they've done before, just because I really like the fact that they've included lots of different lip products, a range of sort of different types of lip products and different colours. Personally, that's more exciting to me than just a bunch more like primers and mascaras and blah blah blah. But let me know your thoughts. So in typical fashion, by the time the gift gets to me and I filmed it and posted the video, it's no longer available. Who knows if it'll come back? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I have no idea. But hopefully you found it useful and interesting anyway, just to see what was in this goodie bag. Let me know in the comments what you think of it and if you managed to pick it up. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. And I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.